A Wheel of Fortune contestant on Tuesday's episode competed in a way that made the internet spin into anger. Mary Ann almost exclusively bought vowels and in a wild moment, tried grabbing the $1 wedge from the wheel before she was allowed to. The school administrator from Athens, Alabama drove Wheel of Fortune fans insane for her pattern of calling out vowel. On the first puzzle, the bought an O and an E and then lost her turn. On another puzzle under the category event, Mary Ann landed on the $1 wedge and went to grab it straight off the board, which is against the rule. "Oh my gosh," she exclaimed and tried taking the wedge from the wheel. Bah, no. Pat Sajak, 76, said, losing his cool. "Here's what you do, you call a letter," he pleaded. The contestant called an H, at which point Pat let her pick it up because there were 2 H's on the board. "You put $1,000,000 in front of someone and they just get goofy," he joked. Mary Ann then bought every last vowel, an EO and then an A, even though the puzzle looked nearly solved for the biggest celebration of the year. "That's it, they're all gone. Spin it or solve it," Pat asked, getting understandably impatient. And yet, Mary Ann kept spinning until she lost her turn. Game show fans simply hate wheel contestants who buy up $250 vowel and don't try to mentally stretch themselves to solve a puzzle, let alone reach across the wheel grabbing a wedge without the go-ahead. Stop being greedy. One Twitter user put it, "I despise these people who won't just solve the fume puzzle." Another accused, "Stop being greedy. See what happens, Mary, and spin that wheel properly," when she went and grabbed the wedge. "Hey, Mary Ann, are you just gonna buy vowels for the other contestants all night?" wrote a third. "It didn't work the last 2 puzzles a hole and you lost your $1,000,000. Blasted a fourth fan. Wheel, why frustrating? Recent Barbara missed a puzzle in a more unfortunate way. She forgot to say a fully spelled out word. It was her turn on a puzzle that wound up being taking some time for myself. She correctly guessed an S and felt confident in solving it as the board was almost completed. Taking time for myself, she announced. Barbara forgot the word some despite it being completely up on the board. Barbara left off a fully spelled out word in an attempt to solve the puzzle and missed out on a trip to Costa Rica. I feel so bad for her. One fan tweeted. And on last Monday's show, 10th grader Cushy of Colorado Springs, Colorado was breezing through a food and drink board. After successfully guessing an H, she was left with a puzzle that read, FREH tropical fruit. The answer was a seemingly easy to guess fresh tropical fruit, but inexplicably guessed a G.